happy Friday. Me and my kettlebells are here, ready to go, ready to take you guys through a full body kettlebell workout today. Say hi if you're joining. I know we got at least one person here. Scort left a comment, said hi before we got started, so hopefully you're here to join us for the workout today. You're gonna need at least one light to moderate weight kettlebell. You may wanna have a few. I've got a few weights here. I've got an 8 kg, 18 pounds, 12 kg, 26 pounds, and my 16 kg, 35 pounds. So you're welcome to have one or a few kettlebells. If these exercises are all new to you, you may not want to use a kettlebell, or you may want to go pretty light on most of the exercises. Again, if they're new to you, better to go light. There's even one that you may want to go body weight on. If you have never heard of a Posy squat or a Posy split squat, then get excited, because you're gonna learn a new exercise for your lower body that you're going to love. Okay, you're gonna absolutely love it. So we're gonna get started in just a minute. We'll give it a few minutes to let people pop on. Say hi, let me know what weights, kettlebells you have available for your workout today. And we're gonna do a goal in our super chat today. If you guys wanna see another workout tomorrow, if you want me to go live tomorrow with a core workout, then we're going to set a goal here for our super chat. So if we get 5 super chats of $5 or higher in the next 30 minutes, I'll host a live core workout tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to drop that in the chat. So if you are able and you want to see that tomorrow, then be sure to drop a super chat, $5 or more, and we can do that tomorrow. We'll do a Saturday core workout. All right, so if there's enough interest, we'll do that. That goal's in the chat. Today is going to be a full body workout. Let's see. I'm just looking at the workout. Yeah, so it's a full body workout. I would say there's a little more emphasis on the lower body than the upper body, but really your upper body is going to get a great workout as well. So get excited. We're going to be doing a warm up. Okay, so we're going to walk through some of the ranges of motion that we'll be doing. Then we're going to do our workout, which we're going to do 3 supersets. That just means 2 exercises together. So 2 exercises together, 3 sets, and that's going to happen 3 times before we go into our cool down. So hopefully some of these exercises will be new to you today. You'll learn some new ones you can incorporate into your kettlebell routine. There's really not a whole lot of technique that you'll need to know for this. It's pretty simple. Anybody could jump in. So it's gonna be a fun one. For those of you that are here, let me know you're here in the chat. I see there's some people here. Let me know if you're gonna be doing the workout along with me, or if you're just gonna look for some inspiration for your next kettlebell workout. Either one is great. I'm also gonna be choosing topics for next week's live. Something I'm thinking about doing is doing like a series, whether it's a series of progressive workouts, kettlebell workouts, or mobility workouts, or a series of tutorials on specific kettlebell exercises. Let me know if any of those sound like something you'd be interested in. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, to see if that would be something that you'd be excited about. Let me know in the chat. And if you want to see that core workout, help us get to our goal. Okay, we need 5 super chats, and then I'll go live again tomorrow with the core workout. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Nobody seems to want to say hi. That's okay. You're here. I appreciate you being here. Even if you're shy, you don't want to say hi in the chat. That's all right. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up. It's going to be body weight to begin with. Just to check in with yourself, see how everything is feeling this morning. We're going to start with the necks. You're going to gently tuck your chin to your chest and then gently lift the chin. No straining or forcing here. Just go to the range of motion that works for you. We're going to do this 5 times. Breathing in and out through the nose. Good. Next one, you're going to turn, look over your shoulder, coming through the center, turn, look over the other side. Again, 5 times here. Always good to do a neck check when we're starting off our workout. Good. Coming to center, slowly drop your ear to your shoulder. Each side, that's 1. We go 5 times. Good. One more for the neck. We're going to do our chicken double chin. Chicken, stick the neck out, stick your chin forward, and then glide that chin back. And good. We're going to do some pelvic tilts, okay? We're going to find a neutral square stance. Little soft bend in the knees, and you're going to lift up the back of your pelvis, then use your lower abdomen to tuck under. Try to keep your glutes relaxed as you do this one, and focus on using your core to pull under, using your lower back to lift up the back of the pelvis. You can use your hands on your hips to help you move into that range of motion. Do about 10 reps here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to do some arm circles. You're going to do big circle, turn the thumb down, then you're going to reverse that. Okay, we're going to do this 5 times, and we'll switch to the other side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side, back and forth. 1. Might get some snap, crackle, pop in the shoulder. I'm definitely getting some of those. 3, good. 2 more. 4, and 5. Good. We're going to do another shoulder exercise here. Gotta block some people. There's just some weird people that get on YouTube these days. Well, I guess it's always been that way. All right, we're going to do the Egyptian. You're going to internally rotate one shoulder. Other side is externally rotated here. 3, we're going to go to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next we're going to do a little handcuff stretch. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, clasp the hands. You can keep the elbows bent, or if you have the flexibility, straighten out the arms. Either way, now we're going to do one more set of pelvic tilts. Let's do it in our narrow square feet together, okay? So you're going to lift up the back of your pelvis, tuck the tailbone under. 3, going to go for 10. Pelvic tilt's super important. Going to help you connect with your core, help you connect your upper and lower body together. I know it can be a little awkward if you're doing this like in a gym. That's why it's better to just do this in the comfort of your own home where nobody can see you. Sometimes get weird comments when I'm demonstrating this one, but it's okay because I feel like it's an important enough exercise that I want to make sure that you do it. All right, we're going to step into a neutral short stagger stance. So neutral is feet hip width apart, short 1 foot length forward. Okay, so neutral, short, and we're going to hinge here. So pushing your booty back, shoulders come over your toes. Both feet are flat on the ground. We're going to be using this stance for one of our exercises today. We're going to go ahead and do 10 reps. Each side, stretching the hamstrings, squeezing your booty at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go ahead and switch that stance. Okay, so neutral short stagger on the other side. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to switch sides again. We're going to go into a neutral long stagger. Okay, so in neutral means feet hip width apart. Long now means about 3 foot lengths back. So from my neutral, I go about 1, 2, 3, about 3 foot lengths back. Be like a split squat stance. We're going to go ahead and do 10 body weight split squats here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switching it out. Neutral long stagger on the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I see YouTube Punk is joining us. Hey, YouTube Punk, how's it going? All right, we're going to go ahead and work a little bit of ankle mobility here. So this last one, you're going to point the toes, and you're going to make kind of like a little half moon on the bottom part there. 2, like the bottom half of a circle. 3, 4, 5. Okay, then you're going to flex. Same thing at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Other side. Point the toe side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. That's going to complete our warm-up. We're going to move into our workout. Hey, Jez, thanks for joining us. Okay, so first part of the workout, Jez knows about Posy squats. If you don't know what a Posy squat is, you're about to learn. Okay, so this is the one where you may want to do it body weight your first time through. You're going to see why in just a minute. Or if you're going to use a weight, use a very light one. Okay, so Posy squat, we're going to do it in a split squat position. It means you're going to go halfway down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down, hovering for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then halfway up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1 rep, okay? So we're gonna do that 5 times each leg. So you can imagine it's gonna get pretty tough. I recommend if it's your first time, go body weight, okay? And we're gonna pair that with one of my favorite upper body exercises with the kettlebell, which is gonna be a crush grip bicep curl, okay? So holding on to either side of the bell, and you're squeezing that bell between the hands to get a little more core, shoulder, chest, arm engagement. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 reps there. We're gonna do that 3 times. And for that Posy squat, if you are gonna be brave and add weight, okay, you're gonna hold the kettlebell either at your side, a little bit easier. You could hold it in the rack position, okay, a little bit harder. And I would say goblet is probably the hardest because your arms and core are gonna get tired doing it this way. So it's up to you, all right? I'm gonna go ahead, hold my kettlebell at my side. I've done this exercise many times, but I'm still using my lightest kettlebell, my 8 kg, 18 pounds. Okay, so we got 5 Posy squats here. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1 rep. Going for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 5. Whew. Tough one, I'm telling you. And if you need to drop your kettlebell, feel free to drop your kettlebell. I definitely thought about it because it started getting tough there on like rep 2. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Whew. Okay, legs are burning. We can do it. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. My legs can tell I haven't done these in a while. All right, we're moving on to our bicep curls. Let our legs get some much needed recovery. Let me know if you just tried Posy squats for the first time. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hey, Abby, thanks for joining. Make sure you try some Posy squats with us. You're gonna love them. All right, we're going to our crush grip bicep curl, 10 reps. Squeezing that kettlebell, you don't need to squeeze it to death, just 10 to 15% effort. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Man, why did I think it would be fun to do 3 rounds of 5 Posy squats? I was like, this will be easy. It's not easy. Jazz is right, absolute leg burner. Elena says, first time here, love it. Elena's loving the Posy squats. All right. Okay. Set number 2. We can do this, okay? Posy squats. If you need to drop your weight, that's okay. Drop your weight, body weight. It's gonna be about as tough as doing it with weight. We'll see if I can make it through this set with my kettlebell. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Okay, starting to get hard here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, okay. Legs are burning on this one. Abby said, are they called Posy squats? My gosh, must be so hard. Should definitely try them. Yes, Posy squats or Posy split squats. You could do it in a regular squat stance as well. We're just having extra fun today by doing split squats, so we get to do each side. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second side is always harder. Legs already tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, hits that the way up. That's where it really starts to burn for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Shake those legs out. Hi, DJ. Thanks for joining us. It's okay that you're late. You're lucky because you missed the first 2 sets of Posy squats, which are brutal, but you'll get to experience the last set with us. All right. Crush grip, bicep curl, set number 2. Squeezing into that bell. 10 reps. 1, 2. I can muster a smile for you on this one. 3, not so much on that Posy squat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. We're going to give it a minute before we go into that third set of Posy squats because my legs need a little more recovery before that last set. If you're doing the Posy squats with me, let me know how your legs are feeling in the comments right now. Mine are definitely feeling a little bit heavy. The beauty though of doing slow tempo or isometric type exercise like the Posy squat is kind of like a multi-step isometric exercise. So even though you really feel the burn, you know your muscles are working, it usually doesn't make you as sore as like if you're lifting heavy or you're doing really high volume work. So it's a great way to strengthen your legs that doesn't take as long to recover from. Hi, Anderson. Thanks for joining. Happy Friday to you too. That's okay, DJ. You can always watch it later to catch up on the first couple of sets. So you're unfamiliar with it because The Posy squat is a squat that my partner Michael came up with, so that's why you haven't heard of it. It's a recent development. There may be some other people doing something similar to it, but the name the Posy squat is for this particular exercise is something you probably haven't seen elsewhere. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Last set. Or for DJ, her first set experiencing the Posy squat. I think I'm going to start with my other leg because, as we know, that second set, it gets harder, and I don't want my right leg to miss out on getting to be the second one to go, right? I want to make sure we even it out a little bit. All right. So 5 seconds halfway down, 5 seconds all the way down, 5 seconds halfway up. That's 1 rep, and we're going to do 5. Elena said, I appreciate this exercise because it's great for runners. Thank you, Brittany and Michael. You're welcome. It's absolutely great to strengthen your legs for running, and because it's easier to recover from, you don't need a super heavy weight or any weight to benefit from it. It's great for runners because it's less likely to leave your legs really dead for your next run, or you don't need as much time to recover before you're ready for your next run. So great point, Elena. All right, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 1 rep. You don't need to have a weight here. You can go body weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That's 5. Switching sides. I promise the rest of the workout is going to feel easier compared to this first set. I just figure we should do it first, really get the burn going, get you nice and warm, and then keep working, but the rest of it won't be as difficult as this one because Posy squats, they really take the cake. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 3. Oh, it's feeling like it's rep 5 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 4. Okay, guys, last one here. Finish strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay. All right. Legs are a little bit toast. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think that was gonna take that much out of me. Like I said, I've practiced these before, but I've forgotten. It's been a little while since I've done them, and they are quite tough. Jez said, great for cycling too. Absolutely. DJ said, yikes. See, you came at the right time. 1 set may be plenty. AJ Anderson said, you're a machine, very inspiring. It looks brutal. I've had a lot of practice smiling while feeling my muscles burn. All right, so we got one more set of our bicep curl. DJ said, I think so. Yeah, you may not need 3 sets to start off. You may feel this tomorrow from just 1 set of 5. All right, last set of bicep curls. Now I have the energy to go a little heavier on my bicep curls because it's the last set. All right, so crush grip, grab and hold either side of the kettlebell, 10 reps to finish out this lovely, lovely superset we just did. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, while we take a little breather before we do our second set here, because I need a little breather. I don't know about you guys, but I need a little breather for sure. So what I want to mention is Posy squats are obviously a really tough exercise. They do get easier, of course, as you practice them. They won't be quite as hard, but they're not something I would recommend doing all the time. It's something I would recommend doing every now and again. So I generally recommend that your workouts are easy to moderate, like 85 to 90% of the time. And then 10 to 15% of the time, you push yourself, like doing some Posy squats or doing something that gets your heart rate up high and challenges you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with challenging yourself. I just personally do not believe it's healthy to do that every single workout because for most of us, it's too difficult to recover from. So Posy squats are something that are best used sparingly, also because they are difficult to psych yourself up for. So, you know, keep them in your back pocket for the every now and again when you're ready to push yourself in a workout. DJ said, good to hear. Yeah, you know, I used to subscribe. Some of you guys have heard this before, so bear with me if you're familiar with this message that I share of my personal experience. But I used to believe that I really needed to push myself and suffer in the gym every time I worked out in order to get results. And I believed the more I pushed myself, the more exercise I did, the harder I pushed myself and closer I got to my upper limit, the better my results would be, the more ripped I'd be, the more strong I'd feel, the more confident I'd feel. That may be true for a short period of time, but it's not sustainable in the long run. And trust me, because I tried it. I tried sustaining it and it led to some pretty terrible results for my health that I'm still recovering from a decade later. So trust me when I say just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing actually will get you the opposite result you want. So you need to have a balance. Sometimes you push, and then you take time to recover. And the most important thing is that you're consistent in the long run, which means your routine has to be sustainable physically as well as psychologically. If you have to psych yourself up for every workout and at a certain point you just don't want to do it because it's too much suffering, it hurts too much, you're not going to keep doing it in the long run. So it's most important for your routine to be sustainable, which means most of the time your workouts are fun. They're not too difficult, like maybe you feel the burn a bit, but you're not pushing your heart rate up super high. And so that you're ready for the next workout. You look forward to the workout because you know you're not necessarily going to suffer during the workout. You're going to feel a little burn, you get a little sweat, but you're not dying. And you never really honestly need to push yourself to the level where you're dying. It's not necessary to make progress at all, and it really increases your injury risk. So you're better off, again, challenge yourself 10 to 15% of the time. It doesn't mean dying, doesn't mean you have to suffer a ton, but you could if you like. If you like doing Posy squats, 10 to 15% of the time, challenge yourself with that. Most of the time, make it easy so you can stay sustainable in the long run. And that's where you're going to see the results you want in terms of building strength, in terms of building muscle, in terms of feeling confident, feeling like you can do the things you want to do in life. You're also going to decrease your injury risk. Mick said, don't you as you get older, you do more damage than good. Yeah, I think you can if you're pushing yourself really hard as you get older. It's just increasing your injury risk when you push yourself up to a really high heart rate or push yourself to the limit. It just increases your injury risk. And if you do get injured or you tweak something, as we get older, it takes longer to recover. So it just takes you out of the game, and then you can't keep making those sustainable gains. DJ said, this is great advice. Thanks, DJ. I'm glad that it resonates with you. I think you said as the oldest one here, I don't want any tweaks. You may not necessarily be the oldest one here, but I do think as we get older, it becomes more and more important to just avoid tweaks if we can. For any of us, like I really don't want to get injured. Regardless, you know, I want to try to maintain, because I also know from having injured myself that injuries don't really go away. An injury you get when you're 22, it may mostly go away, but it can pop up later. Like your body doesn't forget the damage that's done to it, unfortunately. So while you will recover, it's going to be something that may crop up later or cause some other issues in the recovery process. So ideally, if we can avoid getting injured at all, it's better. And so that means being smart about how you train. With that being said, let's do some more smart training. All right, so like I said, this is not going to be as difficult as our first set. Now we're going to do some shin circles and some around the body handoff switches. Okay, so sorry about that. I got a call and I don't know how to shut off a call without it interrupting my life. So I should have been on airplane mode. Jez says, I don't want to get injured so I can keep looking forward to workouts and keep consistent. Great mindset to have, Jez. Elena said, resonates with me, 48 years old here. Yes, I think staying injury-free as best we can is crucial. Hi, Khalid. Thanks for joining. Okay, for our next superset, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our neutral short stagger stance, as I mentioned in our warm-up, and we're going to be doing some shin circles, okay? Shin circles are great for strengthening your lower back, your core, your shoulders, your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings. Okay, this is an excellent exercise that most people don't really train this position. What we're going to do, you're going to sink down into a hinge, kind of like the bottom of a deadlift position. Okay, we practice that in the warm-up, and we're going to circle the bell. Okay, 5 times each direction around the back leg, and then 5 times each direction on the front leg. Then we're going to swap it, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we're going to pair that with our around the body handoff switch. So for this one, bell starts up at your hip. You're going to let the bell drop, bring it up, push it down, bring it up, push it down. Now make sure you've got a firm grip on your kettlebell, and when you switch hands, make sure that you grab with the receiving hand before you let go of the other side. Don't try to just throw the kettlebell to the other side without one hand holding on, or you're going to risk your floor and your feet, okay? So we're gonna do 3 sets there, 5 and 5 with the shin circle, 10 reps with that around the body handoff switch. Okay, so find your neutral short stagger stance, hinge at those hips, and we're going to circle that bell around the shin, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Front leg. Now make sure your abs are engaged here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand tall, give your back a little bit of a break, switch sides. Starting on the other leg here on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. stand tall, going for our around the body handoff switch. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this in narrow square, feet together. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times through. If this is your first time working on your shin circles and around the body handoffs, I recommend staying with a light to moderate weight. I'm gonna ladder up and use my little bit heavier kettlebell in the second set, see how that feels. So somebody asked, what does this help with? So working on shin circles in this position, it's going to strengthen your lower back, your upper back, shoulders, your core, your glutes, your hips. It's really like a full body exercise, but what it's really going to help you with is building up the strength of your lower back in particular, because people often don't work their lower back. If your lower back is strong and if your core is strong, it's going to help you in any exercise that you do and just in daily life and having a lower back that feels better when you're living. Khalid said, my buttocks are well since I started to notice my posture after your suggestion. Thanks. You're welcome, Khalid. Happy to help. Elena said in balance too. That is a great point, Elena. Absolutely helps with your balance as well. We can all use that as we get older. All right, so we're going to find your neutral short stagger here. Sit back into your hips. We'll start on the front leg this time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back leg. 1. Keep those abs engaged. Keep your booty out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Straightening up. Switch sides. Okay, starting on the back leg here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reversing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand tall. Little break for that lower back. Okay, going into our around the body handoff. I'm going to start on my other hip this time. Feet together. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And release. Take a little breather. I don't know about you guys, but definitely feel my lower back working a little harder on that second set of those shin circles. Jez says, I love ABH. Me too, Jez. Me too. Great simple exercise that gets your heart rate up, works on your cardiovascular fitness with the kettlebell, works your shoulders, really tones your shoulders and your arms, your core, plus also works your balance. All right, we got one more set we're gonna do. I'm gonna stick with, I thought I might go up, but I'm gonna stick with my same weight because that was plenty challenging. It's best to just challenge yourself as much as needed as opposed to pushing higher just because you can. So a good quote that my partner Michael, who developed most of these exercises in the Kettlebell Solo system, what he says is just because you can doesn't mean you should, which is great advice that I try to remember when at times I want to do something, but I'm like, okay, I can do that, but should I? Is that in my best interest to do that? So today, I could go up heavier, but should I? No, don't need it. And DJ said, I have to remind myself this is shin circle, not ankle circle. Great point. The ankle circle is also an exercise, but it's just much harder than the shin circle. So you want to kind of do the shin circle and get real proficient at that first before you go lower, because you, again, just because you can doesn't mean you should. All right, one more time through in our shin circle. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing tall, switching sides, starting on this other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Around the body handoff, narrow square stance. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Let's take a little breather. Let's do a quick check-in before we move on to our last set. Hi, Russell. Thanks for joining. Let me know how that second set of shin circles around the body handoff switches went for you. 2 thumbs up if you absolutely loved it. 1 thumb up if you loved it. Thumbs in the middle if it was okay. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. Let me know. You won't hurt my feelings. Honest opinions. DJ gave 2 thumbs up. Oh, Elena gave 7 thumbs up, or maybe even 8. Great. She loved it. All right, so for our last set of exercises, we are going to be doing a tempo one-hand straight leg deadlift. Sounds kind of complicated, but I'll show you in a minute. It's not that complicated. Russell gave a ton of thumbs up. Slick Rick said, how can I make forehead gains? I don't know. I think you just got to be born with it. And we're going to be doing some pulse thigh rainbows in narrow square. Okay, so Jez said, could see your lats doing shin circles. Yep, your lats are absolutely working on those shin circles. That's right. Okay, so for this Next set of exercises, tempo means 4 counts down, 4 counts up. We're gonna go narrow square stance on these, and you're going to keep your legs straight. So you're gonna really engage your quadriceps. So your legs are not relaxed on this one. You're contracting those quads to straighten your legs, okay? You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the depth you can go, keeping your legs straight. If you start to tuck your tailbone under, you're going too low, okay? So maybe for you, that means you go to here, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4 counts down, 4 counts up. 5 reps per side, okay? Then we're gonna go back into our narrow square stance, and we're gonna do a thigh rainbow with a pulse, up and overs 1. We got 10 reps, okay? It's a little bit of an easier variation of the thigh rainbow than when we do it in a split stance, okay? But it's still gonna get your heart rate up. We're gonna do that 3 times, and that's gonna finish out our workout today. Okay, I always want to remind you, you can listen to your body. If 5 reps on the tempo one-hand deadlifts is too many, you can always cut it down. I probably should have told you this with the Posy squats in the beginning, but you can always drop down the reps if it's too much for you. Each person is an individual, needs something different. DJ said, love your hair. Thank you. It's a bit messy right now, so I just kind of clipped it up, but thank you. Southwest said, great stream. Thanks, Southwest. Can't wait for you to get your kettlebell and try all these workouts. All right, neutral square stance, feet about hip width apart. Okay, remember you're contracting your quadriceps throughout the exercise as best you can. You're connecting to those quads, okay? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. We're going to go into that narrow square thigh rainbow with a pulse. Gary said, what? You mean hamstrings and glutes? Why contract quads? Good question, Gary. Contracting your quads is going to make sure that you get your legs as straight as you can with muscular contraction, so it's going to help you stretch and activate those hamstrings a little bit more. If you relax your quads, you could also do it with a slight knee bend, which some people may need because if they don't have the flexibility in their hamstrings, you could do it like this, but you're going to get a bit of a different effect if you keep the quads contracted and you just go to where you can keep those legs straight, and that's really going to help you with mobility in your hamstrings and hips. But it's not wrong to focus more on your hamstrings and glutes. There's just different ways to do it. All right, narrow square stance, thigh rainbows, ready, set, go. You're coming down and up with the kettlebell. Up and over is 1, getting some good shoulder work on this one as well. That's 2. You're gonna go to 10, keep your core engaged. 3, 4, this one will get your heat up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. And take a little breather. All right, so one thing I want to mention about this single leg deadlift, this straight leg, sorry, not single leg, straight arm deadlift, is that this exercise very often people get upset about online because people think keeping your legs totally straight is bad for your knees or for your joints. And it could be if you are not remaining active. So one of the reasons to also contract your quadriceps, in particular if you are somebody who is hypermobile, this is important because if you were to just someone who's hypermobile, if they're not contracting their muscles, they can kind of sink into like a hyperextended knee position, and then they're really just kind of pushing on the joints and maybe wearing those joints down a little bit over time if they do it a lot. What's most important, if you contract those quads, when you contract the muscles, you can't really go to that full end range of your joints, okay? And your muscles are active and you're avoiding just kind of sinking into that hyperextension. If you're not hypermobile, you don't really need to worry about it because you're not going to be pushing into that end range. But I still think it can be really useful to focus on keeping your quadriceps engaged, and you're likely going to be feeling a lot of hamstrings and glutes as well. All right, let's go into second set. Also, if you were here yesterday for my live on mobility, where I was talking about stretching and strengthening your hips, this is actually a great exercise for stretching and strengthening your hamstrings, okay? So this exercise helps you to build mobility in your hamstrings. Even if you can't go all the way down and you're just working kind of this range here, that's going to help you with your hamstring mobility. All right, here we go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Great job. We're going to go into that pulse thigh rainbow. Narrow square. Ready, set, go. Up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a little breather. You got just one set left to finish it out. And then we'll go into our cool down. Let me know how you're doing out there. Thumbs up if you're still with me. This workout ended up being a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be, so I apologize. This is what happens when I don't try it beforehand. Most of the time when I come up with a new workout, I try it before I teach it. This time I didn't, because I was like, this is similar to what I've done before in a different workout, but I'll have to make sure to try it next time before I give it to you guys. Elena's enjoying it. DJ's enjoying it. Great. Jez is enjoying it. Awesome. Elena's double enjoying it. All right, let's finish up this last set, and then we'll go into our cool down, which is very, very important. So make sure you stay with me, and then if you have any questions after the cool down, be happy to answer those for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. Switch the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. All right, let's do some celebration thigh rainbows to finish out this workout. Ready, set, go. With that pulse, keeping your core engaged. 1, staying as upright as you can through the torso. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Okay, we're gonna finish up with our cool down, and I'll take any questions. If there's any questions, okay? Neutral long stagger, partial squat position. Don't hate me because we did Posy squats here, but just a slight bend in that back leg, pelvic tilt. Let's just loosen up the lower back from the shin circles, from those one-hand deadlifts. Your lower back got a pretty good workout there, so pelvic tilts are a great way to just loosen up those lower back muscles, relieve any muscular tension from working them. It's good to work your lower back. It's just, you don't want to work it so much that it gets sore enough to interfere with your day that day or for days afterwards. You want to work it enough to maybe feel it a little bit, but not, again, so it's interfering with your life. If your workouts or recovery from your workouts is interfering with your life, then I would say you probably want to adjust your workouts a little bit, okay? You don't want them to be interfering with your life. Okay, gentle engagement of the core, glutes are relaxed. All right, next we're going into our neutral short stagger stance that we use for those shin circles. What I'd like you to do is come down. You can lift up that back heel, okay? And then you're going to stretch it out, okay? If this is too difficult, grab your kettlebell to bring you up a little bit higher, okay? And stretch out there. One more on the side. Okay, switch it out. Squat and stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna do a little figure 4 stretch. Okay, so for this one, you're gonna sit down. Okay, you can cross either your foot over your lower leg if you already feel a stretch in your hip, or cross your foot over your knee. If you feel a big stretch there, you can stay there. If you want more of a stretch, kind of shift your hips back and lean forward. You can gently push outwards onto this knee. You're just gonna take 5 nice deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, gently release, switch to the other side, either cross over that lower leg or cross over your knee. If that's a big enough stretch, stay there. Or you can sink forward, push that knee down. Again, 5 deep breaths here. And gently release. That's going to complete our workout for today. Let me know your thoughts. If you missed the beginning part of this workout, you can always catch the replay. If you go to my profile, you hit the live tab, and then you'll see all the replays of the different lives I've done, including this workout. So if you caught the tail end of it, you want to try the full workout, check it out there. It's, fair warning, it's a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. So be ready for that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you did end up completing this workout, what did you think of it? Also, I'm going to, here for the last little bit of this chat while I take your questions, if we get 5 super chats, what I mentioned at the beginning, some of you may have missed it. If we get 5 super chats of $5 or more, if there's enough people that have that interest, I'll do a core workout live tomorrow morning. So specifically focused on the core. Let's see. So in the next 15 minutes, if we get 5 super chats of teal or higher, which is $5 or higher, I'll go live and do a core workout tomorrow as well. So I'm going to start that goal here in the chat. If you guys want to help out, I appreciate it. If you can't, no problem, no worries. DJ said, I'll definitely hit replay to catch the beginning. I appreciate this. You're welcome, DJ, and thank you for making this happen. Really appreciate your support and showing up on the lives and the supers. Enjoy the beginning with the 2 extra sets of Posy squats. Hi, Caleb. Thanks for joining. We just completed a workout. You can catch it later on the replay tab. It'll be up in a little bit after we finish the live. But if anybody's interested in doing a core workout, a live core workout tomorrow, Saturday, if we get our goal we just created in the chat, if we get 5 super chats of $5 or more, then I'll go live again tomorrow, do an extra live this week, focusing on core. So if you're interested in that, you can drop a super in the chat. Otherwise, let me know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions. DJ, thank you for reminding me. DJ said, what are your thoughts on farmer's carries? I think farmer carries are great. I think it's an excellent core exercise. I think it's an excellent grip exercise. So farmer's carries are awesome. For those of you who don't know what a farmer's carry is, it's just holding 1 or 2 kettlebells at your side. Okay, I don't have 2 matching weight kettlebells upstairs here right now. There's some of them down in the garage. But holding or walking with them, excellent exercise. Also great for your posture. So I absolutely, I think farmer's carries are great. I prefer to do a farmer's carry walking because then I have a distraction from just standing and looking at a timer. So I prefer to do it walking, which is why I'm maybe not as likely to do it on a live here on YouTube, but I do enjoy farmer's carries and I do them from time to time. I don't do them all the time, but I used to do them a lot, especially when I was training kettlebell sport and training my grip. Helena said, this was intense, Brittany, 20% of the time, heart rate in zone 2, just looked at my Garmin. Yeah, so this was more in that probably 10 to 15% of the time type of workout where it's like really challenging you. Again, I recommend that most of the time, 85 to 90% of the time, it's easier, it's easy to moderate. So this was a bit of a harder workout today. You're right, Elena. John said, kettlebell sport frequency, question mark. Are you asking how often should you train for kettlebell sport? It depends. It also depends, are you training for competition? Are you just training for fitness? Frequency, when people ask me about frequency of exercise, it's really difficult for me to give you an answer. So first of all, a lot of people out there have a specific answer on frequency. You must strength train X amount of times per week. You must cardio X amount of times per week for X amount of time in this heart rate zone. It really depends on the person, because some people are going to be able to recover from a certain amount of frequency that another person cannot. So to give a blanket statement for frequency, I don't know. So as a coach, I would base the frequency of somebody I was working with. I give certain recommendations within like the membership that I have at Create Programs. Now this frequency that is a recommended frequency, but I always encourage people to listen to their body and adjust it. Take more rest days if you need, cut out a workout if you need to. So for kettlebell sport, I used to train, to give you an example of what I used to do when I was training. I was always training 3 times a week for kettlebell sport. But at different times when I was over exercising, I was doing other training on other days, which was not a good idea, but I wasn't so very smart at that time around my training. If I were to train for kettlebell sport now, I think I would probably train twice a week, honestly. And again, it depends on, are you training for fitness? Are you training for a competition? Because there's going to be different things. And how long is each set? How intense? How heavy are you lifting? Are you lifting double 12s? Are you lifting double 28s? This is also going to affect the frequency as well. So hopefully that helps, and you can understand why I can't really give an exact answer to that. Jez says, on occasions I do farmer's carries going up and down stairs. Yeah, that's it's like a step up farmer's carry. I like it. Other questions on training or requests for next week's lives? Next week, I had asked earlier in this live, and you may or may not have been here for that, but I asked, would you like seeing a series? If I did a series, say for, 1 week we focused on something like shoulder mobility, or we focused on a progressive tutorial for, say, kettlebell swings or kettlebell cleans. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. Or if you like a different topic each day, doing a series would allow me to go a little bit more in depth. Sometimes with the topics I do on the live, I feel like I'm not really doing a great job at covering it, because it's just usually like 1 hour, and it doesn't, it allows just kind of a brief intro. We can't necessarily dig into all of the details. So let me know your thoughts on that if you're interested in that. Also, if you're interested in doing a core workout live here on YouTube tomorrow, if you want me to teach a live core workout, we have about 9 minutes. We need 5 supers in the chat. That's our goal of $5 or more. So if you want to see a core workout live tomorrow, drop a super in the chat, $5 or more. We only need 5 people. DJ said a series to include kettlebell swings. Do you mean a series that is specific to kettlebell swings, or a series on something else that has kettlebell swings also? On kettlebell, a series on kettlebell. Thank you, Janine. Janine has dropped a super in the chat. That means we only need 4 more supers to do a core workout tomorrow. So if you guys want to join me for a core workout live, we need 4 more supers dropped in the chat. Janine started it off. Help Janine out here. Okay, DJ said on kettlebell, so a series on kettlebell with swings. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate you being here. Joel said, how long should you warm up? Good question. I think it could be anywhere from, 2 to 30 minutes. I think you want your your warm up to prepare you for whatever you're going to be doing in your workout. depending on what your workout is. Sometimes with mobility, maybe you don't need a long workout. Sometimes if I'm doing like a movement snack, like I'm just doing a few reps of different exercises, I don't warm up, I just go and do them, but I'm not doing anything heavy. Usually that's for like a body weight exercise. If you're gonna do a workout with weights, I would recommend, you know, probably 2 to 30, because it depends on how challenging your workout is. If you're doing something like where you're loading up to a pretty heavy weight, you might get closer to 30, because maybe you're doing a generalized warm-up and then you're doing a specific warm-up with kind of increasing your weights towards whatever working weight you're using. For kettlebell solo, which is the main thing that I teach classes and programs for, our warm-ups are usually 5 to 15 minutes, but we're not lifting anything super heavy, so we don't really need to prep ourselves with kind of incrementally increasing the weights. Other questions? Guys, we've got 7 minutes to hit our goal, so we can do a core workout live here on YouTube tomorrow, Saturday morning. You want to join me Saturday morning live for core workout? We need 4 more supers dropped in the chat, $5 or more. We got 1, so we want to try to get 5 so that 1 didn't happen for nothing. Other questions? Topic suggestions for next week? I'm going to add to my list. I've got a YouTube live ideas list. We're going to add a kettlebell series, including swings. That was DJ's suggestion. Santiago said competitive training next week. What do you mean by competitive training? Russell asked, how old am I? I'm in my 30s. I'm not going to tell you my exact age because I don't want to say that on a YouTube live. Santiago said, how to structure training in order to compete in kettlebell sport. That's a good idea. How to structure training to compete in kettlebell sport. I can give you an answer to your question in general. Okay, you said how much ahead of competition to start practicing long cycle, or how much GPP or running. So my general answer on that, again, this depends on what level you're at in kettlebell sport. Somewhere between 4 to 8 weeks before the competition, you're gonna start training, and that's gonna start light and incrementally increase towards your competition weight. How much GPP or running? I think that also depends on like what are you struggling with in a set, or what's your limiting factor. That's going to affect what type of GPP you should do and how frequently you should do it. I also think it's important with general preparedness is to make sure that you're doing things that kind of counteract some of the positions you're in with kettlebell sport, like being in this position, making sure that you're stretching your pecs and strengthening up your upper back as well. I think that's something that's always important to include. Running, again, this is going to depend, is your cardio a limiting factor for you? If your cardio is not necessarily a limiting factor, you may not need to run. You may not need to expend that extra energy. It may be better to just recover for your next set. If cardio is your limiting factor, it may be useful to include. How frequently? I'm probably going to be a person who's going to tell you way less than what everybody else is saying, because in my experience of kettlebell sport, there's a lot of overdoing. Kettlebell sport itself is already a lot of volume. I think you want to minimize the extra work you need to do outside of your actual training sets, because it can just be way too much for the bodies. And again, this also depends on your age, what your lifting experience and fitness experience is before. And another general recommendation would be you're going to have one interval day. you're going to have a medium day and you're going to have a long day, or you're going to have two of those, and then you kind of, if it switches which one it is each week, if you're training twice a week. So maybe you have interval medium training, and then maybe the next week you have interval long training, and then the next week maybe you have medium training, interval training. If you want to know more specifics on how I recommend programming for kettlebell sport, I have programs on my website that are 4-week programs for kettlebell sport. I'll drop it in the chat so you can look at it there if you want specific programming and what day should look like in some of the GPP that I recommend. Other questions or suggestions on topics? You know, we only have 2.5 minutes left to hit our goal. If you want to see me go live tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, with a core focused workout, if you want to work on strengthening your core, doing some ab exercises, I'll take you through a workout using the exercises that I recommend tomorrow, but we need 4 more supers dropped in the chat, $5 or more if you want to see that happen, okay? I got to make sure that there's enough vested interest if I go live for a 5th time this week, okay? So we have 2 minutes, last 2 minutes, last chance if you want to see a live core workout tomorrow. We need 4 more people to drop a super in the chat. Joe said, if you've had a touch of rotator twinge, dull ache, is kettle not for me? I wouldn't necessarily say that it's not for you if you're having some issues with your shoulder. I think you need to proceed cautiously if you have some issues with the shoulder to make sure you're not irritating it. All right, DJ posted a $10 in the chat. Thank you, DJ. Okay, we need 3 more people, you guys. Let's not let their super chats go for nothing. We have 1.5 minutes. We need 3 more supers, $5 or more, to go live for a core workout tomorrow. So if you want to see some of my favorite core exercises, we'll do some body weight, we'll do some loaded, okay? We need 3 more supers dropped in the chat. So Joe, I would say it's not that it's not for you, but I do think you need to proceed cautiously and maybe make sure that you're doing things that make your shoulder feel better rather than worse. I know that sounds really common sense and simple, but sometimes it is that common sense and simple. You just make sure that you're not doing the ones that irritate it, at least for now, until you build some additional strength in your back and shoulder. And over time, you could maybe come back to those once you've built the strength there. You're welcome, Santiago. You said you're currently training for CMS with 2 28 kg kettlebells. Okay, so you're pretty far down the rabbit hole. So those programs might be a little bit too simple for you. It's probably better to have an individualized, tailored workout in order to get something that works best for you. If you're already lifting double 28s, I would say that's you're pretty serious in there. Guys, 20 seconds. We need 3 more super chats, $5 or more, in order to go live tomorrow and do a core workout. So 15 seconds. Oh, Janine said, it's not for nothing. Your time and knowledge is valuable and appreciated. Keep it coming. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that. That's really sweet. 3 seconds. All right. We did make it, so no core workout tomorrow. But maybe we'll do one in the very near future. Appreciate it, DJ and Janine. Other questions that you guys have about training or topic suggestions you'd like to see next week? Maybe we'll do a core workout next week since we didn't make it to do it tomorrow. And that way, Janine and DJ and whoever else wanted to see a core workout, we can maybe do that next week. Other questions or suggestions or things you'd like to see as far as live workouts or live tutorials, let me know in the chat. We're going long today, you guys. We're already over. This is an extra live, but it's been fun. You guys have been chatting it up, which is great. Yeah, so maybe next week, the suggestion we had so far, kettlebell series including swings, how to structure training to compete in kettlebell sport, a core workout, which is my own personal suggestion, which again, if I don't get enough suggestions, I just make them up. Thank you, DJ. She said it's never for nothing. Have great value in all your workouts. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate that. Really appreciate your support. Some previous suggestions we've had are, let's see, kettlebell reviews, top brands, kettlebell solo flow. That would be kind of a fun one to do if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about how I would teach flow using some of the kettlebell solo moves. It's actually a great style of kettlebell training to flow, but it is important to learn each individual move so that those flows go smoothly. Grip strength, talking about grip strength, how to begin training for a handstand. That was a previous suggestion, but I don't know how many people are interested in learning that. Somebody requested positive mental health aspects of exercise, PNF for stretching, proprioceptive neurofacilitation. I think I'd have to look it up to remember the exact wording there. Psychology of exercise was another suggestion. Recovery. Hi, Willie. I'm doing well. How about you? Let's see. Training to failure, we covered that one already. That was a popular one. If you didn't see that one, you should go back and watch the replay of that one. That was an interesting one. There was a lot of people sharing their thoughts. It was fun. We had fun with it. Let's see. Any other topic suggestions for next week? Last minute questions before we log off today? Glad you're doing well, Willie. Thanks for joining. Guys, as always, I am wearing my kettle corn shirt. This is another way that you can support me is by purchasing one of these kettle corn shirts that we designed. I love horses, unicorns, and kettlebells. We combine them all into one shirt. So in case you didn't notice this before, there are kettlebells intertwined in this unicorn's mane, which is why it's affectionately called the kettle corn. So if you guys want to support in another way, you can grab yourself a shirt or tank top. Okay, so there's shirts for the ladies or the guys, and there's tank tops for the ladies or the guys if you want to wear them. They're just a ladies cut tank top, but you are welcome to wear those as well. So you can check that out here. We have them in purple and black. Again, if you don't want to wear purple and you'd rather wear black, or you'd rather have a t-shirt instead of a tank top, we have those as well. We'd love to get some out to you. So that's another way you can support. These shirts are, I have to double check. The shirts and tank tops are $35, and then there's shipping. So they are a little bit more on the pricey end, but you guys would not believe how much it costs to make a shirt and tank top these days. They are 100% cotton. Yeah, if you need a larger size, it will be a little bit more expensive, Caleb, because we get charged more for the shirt since there's more material. But we'd love to see you rocking a kettle corn shirt or tank top and tagging us on social media. And join the kettle corn movement, okay? You love unicorns, you love kettlebells. Rock a tank top, rock a shirt. Jez said, need to cover up my bingo wings, so it would be a shirt. Hey, I say if you're, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? Whatever you're comfortable with, you got to show off those kettlebell solo muscles, Jez. You guys have any plans for the weekend? Now that you're not going to my core workout tomorrow, let me know if you have any fun plans for the weekend, what you're going to get up to. I'm going to be figuring out what my YouTube live topics are since I didn't get enough suggestions. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to make for meal prep next week. That's always like a tough decision, what to make. Is anybody else doing any cooking or meal prep? Let me know what you're making. Let me know what you're making. It's getting close to lunchtime over here. I'm getting hungry. I made some carne asada a couple nights ago, so that's what I'm going to be having for lunch. It's not as hard to make as you think. I thought it was really hard to make carne asada. Turns out it's all about the marinade. Pretty simple. If you want to know my recipe for carne asada, it's not my recipe. The recipe I use for carne asada, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Jez said the sun is actually out this weekend in the UK. Excellent. So you're going to be going on a bike ride. You're inspiring me. Maybe I'll go out for a bike ride. It's not sunny here right now, but maybe the sun will come out and I'll go for a bike ride too, inspired by Jez. Jez said definitely. Yes. But I ride like my, I have a single speed BMX bike, like a big BMX bike. I forget exactly how big, but the wheels are bigger. It's not like one of those tiny racer ones, but like a bigger size bike. So it's like a single speed, just one side brake. It's definitely a workout. It's not the type of bike you would want to ride if you were in a long race, but for just riding around here and riding up hills, like it really works my upper body too. So I get a great workout riding that bike. It makes you feel like a kid again. All right, you guys, we've made it 90 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and log on. I really appreciate, log off, excuse me. Really appreciate all of you guys being here. Stay tuned because tomorrow I'm going to be announcing on social media something new that's coming. Our Kettlebell Solo members, you guys know what it is. It starts in a few weeks. So get ready to take a look at that. Hopefully you'll all join me. It's going to be free for anybody to join. So stay tuned. You're welcome. DJ, thank you for joining and being here. Jez, thank you for joining. Thank you for everybody who joined me for the workout today. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.